Marion County Trail could be the best value in bourbon-themed travel in Kentucky. You'll experience one of the Kentucky Bourbon Trail's crown jewels, one of the Bourbon Trail Craft Tour's top-rated stops, and something you can't find anywhere else. Organized tours of a bourbon barrel manufacturing facility, all in one place. It's the Marion County Trail. Take your time to tour, dine, shop, and stay all along the way. Explore world-famous Maker's Mark, a hot ticket item on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Limestone Branch Distillery, home of world-famous Yellowstone bourbon, and one of the top-rated stops on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail Craft Tour. Kentucky Cooperage, the sprawling plant where the thriving bourbon industry's barrels are hand-built and seared with fire for bourbon aging flavor. And Lebanon, home of wonderful dining opportunities from home-cooked to chef-driven. Unique shopping opportunities, nowhere else to be found murals for your selfies, and overnight accommodations that range from traditional to bed and breakfast to bourbon-themed. Go to visitlebanonky.com for more details. Lebanon Tourist and Convention Commission, 270-692-0021.
It's the Bow Brothers for Two Shots on a Barrel. We can't thank you enough for joining in and listening to our show today. We do want to remind you, go out there and give us a review. Isn't that important, J-Bo?
It's very important for us to grow and to reach a larger audience, so please do it for us.
We got a cool thing out on Facebook. We got a Facebook group you can join. You can follow along with all kinds of crazy stuff that you put out there.
That's just the way it is. It's fun. It's good times. It's private, so we don't share anything off that page. It's strictly right there on Two Shots on a Barrel fan page.
Yeah, another cool thing we got, we have some fantastic sponsors we'll showcase throughout the show today, and we want to appreciate and show our respect for all of those. And for more information on that, you'll be able to catch the ad or go to our Facebook page and check those out. There you go. All right, it's without further ado, Two Shots on a Barrel podcast.
Old boys ain't much for working. 2 shots on a barrel and they're talking about bourbon. Talking about a few other things that they don't know. If you've got a question, no need to ask. They don't have a clue, so raise your glass. Take a sip with the Bow Brothers. Now it's on with the show. From the heart of central Kentucky, the bourbon capital of the world, it's Two Shots on a Barrel with your host, a couple of hot shots of their own, the Bow Brothers.
What's up, J-Bo in the house?
Back in the studio once again. So good.
You have to get all up and comfortable with this microphone.
We're here and ready for a big
I feel like
day.
we're getting ready to do a duet together.
Alan's in the stream again, I guess.
Yeah. What's been going on this weekend?
Man, I got to spend some time with the Cornbread Mafia guys again. That was a good time for Hempfest. Hung out with Kentucky Music Mafia, Stick Tight, Layla. They were all there, so it was a good time, man.
Appreciate you picking me up. I was out mowing the cow field. I get a text from you, and about 2 hours later, I found out that you're down there and hanging out with all the celebrities, and then telling stories of why I was not there.
That's right. You are... bedtime is 7:30. Everybody in this town knows that. Jim Reed closes his eyes at 7:30. It's just the way it is. But that's okay. Comes with age, big dog.
So today has been a busy day for me, J-Bo. I have, we sold our cabin out on Travis Creek.
If anybody knows, that would be me, yes.
And I didn't realize when I went out there, I just thought I had a couple of little things out there that I'd have to take out. That was not the case. When I had a trailer, the back of my truck, and I came through town from Braversville with the Sanford and Son theme song in my head.
Where are you going to put all that stuff is what I'm trying to figure out. You, Chad, Gibson, all of y'all have a bunch of stuff to store somewhere.
Well, you're going to be a future landowner, cabin, probably the whole 9 yards. I figure I could lease a lot of that out to you.
Come on, man. Just throw it up on the hill. Somebody take it. We got plenty of people walking through as it is. I'm sure they'll take some off your hands.
Before we get into today's show, we've got a big, busy weekend coming up. It's the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. It is officially, sold out. You could probably still grab a hold of some tickets out on the secondary market or Facebook or whatever the case might be. But we'll be hanging out for a little while on Friday. We've got the World Championship Barrel Relay Contest that will once again team up with Steve Nally and Alex Peak and all those guys with Independent Stave Company. We always have a lot of fun. That'll be our third year doing that. And by the time we get through 2 days of the Bourbon Festival, I'm ready just to stay home and watch a little bit of NFL.
That's right. Sunday's hard for us at the Bourbon Festival. 3 days of drinking lots of bourbon. It kind of sneaks up on you. But we'll be there every day, and we might even sneak off, go a few blocks up the street to Cheers to Bardstown, check out those guys hanging out over there. They're always having a good time. And maybe go see Newman Miller, pop in to see him, and Mr. Tubbs. And where else you want to go? Scout and Scholar, have some of Newman's food over there.
Well, I'll tell you another thing that we're excited to we got an invitation to go see our friends with Potter Jane Distillery.
Oh, yeah.
They're kind of having an unofficial little celebration, I guess, on Friday, and we're going to be going over there, hanging out with them, drinking a couple of beers and celebrating. I guess it's, what is the delivery of the distill? I don't know.
It's way up here, and I don't understand.
Yeah. Anyways, the big thing is we get to hang out with them and see the progress that they've made over there at Potter Jane Distillery in Washington County. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Today's show is going to be a lot of fun because it is a subject, J-Bo, that's near and dear to our hearts. Would you not agree with that?
I agree. You have been in it your whole life, so you've been itching to get these guys in here and talk a little round ball with these guys. And, man, I tell you what, 3 top acts in here in the studio with us.
Okay, so you're talking about basketball knowledge and just people that love doing what they're doing. We've got those here. First of all, head coach of the Lady Knights, Aaron Brown. What's up, AB?
What's going on?
How's it feel to when they say head coach Aaron Brown? How does that feel to you? You still just kind of have to pinch yourself sometimes?
Yes, sir. It's still amazing feeling. Still shocked, but it's a great feeling. Just hearing it makes you just cold chills.
Yeah,
but it's a great feeling.
You got a great coaching staff. Al Lanham, who's been involved in basketball for many, many years. Your dad was involved in sports for many years, but you're a part of this staff. How's that make you feel?
I'm very blessed to be able to go along with this group. I'm excited and can't wait to see what's going to in the future for us.
Yeah. And then rounding out the coaching staff, former Lady Knight, Tanika Williams. What's up, Tanika?
Hey.
How's it feel? Have you? Is this your first coaching experience, or have you had some experience coaching?
I haven't had experience coaching, but whenever I graduated, I would come back and help, practice, watch games, and stuff like that.
Yeah, fantastic. So, AB, let's talk Lady Knights basketball. When you talk Lady Knights basketball, it starts initially with tradition. I mean, it's incredible. You think UK and the tradition that the University of Kentucky has, and it is very similar at Marion County High School with the Lady Knights. It starts with Sis Roby. You had Trent Milby, state championships, state tournament visits. Do you sometimes think, I've got to put us at that level, or you have more of a realistic expectation, like we're just going to take it a day at a time and get better every day?
It's more of a day at a time. We just got to put the work in. We just have to. Main focus is, your preseason is the most important part of your season. So, and I know Trent Milby, those guys. His preseason is what got him there, and he had a talented team. He had a bunch of dogs out there. So getting those girls to really buy into the off season, we have to work, which we've been working really hard. We got a really good core. And but we're gonna take it a day at a time. It's first year for me. It's not I've been with these girls, some of them since the second grade, so they know how I am. I just want them to come out and compete, and we're gonna leave it all on the court. But it's gonna take everything we got, and day in, day out, we're just gonna keep coming at them, and hopefully they'll buy into us, and we can do some damage out there.
That's awesome, man. But Jim Reed, man, blatant disrespect for one of the most iconic girl coaches we've ever had in this town, Freddie Leathers. I can't believe, man, y'all are buddies and you left him off your list. I mean, come on now. How could you forget Coach Leathers? He's my father-in-law, dude. You can't leave him off the list.
What do you got to do me? What do you got to do me like that for? I coach with Coach Leathers.
Right.
I also coached with your Uncle Dennis.
Oh, my uncle. Okay.
He is your uncle.
My wife's uncle. Yeah.
Well, I mean, by marriage, come on. You don't claim him?
Sometimes.
I mean, come on. He's a part of Lady Knights basketball. But no, listen, everybody knows the importance that Coach Leathers, if you ask Sis Roby to this day about her assistant, Freddie Leathers, she will tell you how important Freddie was to the Lady Knights program when she was coaching. There's no doubt about it. Freddie, J-Bo was totally trying to get me in trouble. You will never get me in trouble with Coach Leathers.
I'm just keeping you on your toes, buddy.
You took a total detour to what was being a fantastic preview of the Marion County Lady Knights.
We just can't leave off legends. We just
I understand. I understand. All right, so let's talk about this year's team. New coach,
yes,
new
sir.
system. Tell me early what you've seen with respect to some things that you like about this year's team, and then some things that you're like, okay, we need to work on this, and this.
Biggest things working on fundamentals. They're just fundamentals. We got to get fundamentals right first. Everything else is looking pretty good as far as commitment. They're committed, and they love the game. You got to love the game, and they love the game. I've been with them all summer, and I've seen them do some things. I've seen the tears. I've seen seen it all. But again, fundamentals, we got to get these girls to understand how important it is to play fundamental basketball. And other than that, I mean, I think we got 2 seniors, a couple of juniors, and we got a sophomore class that I think that sophomore class is going to be really, really special. They've been playing varsity since the 8th grade. Got 5 or 6 of them, and I've had a pleasure of coaching all of these girls. Actually, under Coach Woods. Coach Woods, when he was at the middle school and high school, he brought me on his staff at the middle school, so I was able to coach my daughter when she was in the 6th. Coached my daughter when she was 6th and 7th grade. Actually, coached with Bree also. So I've been around these girls a lot, and I see you can see the growth every day, but. Fundamentals. Once they realize how important fundamentals are, we're going to have some success.
All right, Al, you've coached against AB, and you guys, obviously now when you at the high school level will be on the same page, be on the same team. But what is it when you coach against an Aaron Brown coach team? What can you expect from him? What do you know that his teams are going to do with respect to, they're going to play hard defensive man, or there's certain characteristics that each coach brings. What is it about AB?
His characteristics, with his team, they will bring a lot of intensity, and they will be playing every play with effort, a lot of effort. He will keep you on, or he keeps me on my toes. If I go to, let's say, a 2-3, it doesn't take but a couple plays, and he's turned it around to where, I've got to keep thinking in order to try to play this game of chess with him. We played last Thursday.
How did that go?
Wednesday. It was a tough game. It went good for them, but we we learned something from it at St. A, and we're going to actually at 6:30 today. We're going to go and work on those.
What's cool about those kind of games though is like you got the St. A and you got the Marion Middle. You get to see your future coming up the pipeline, man. Both teams coming at you, probably both of them. How's that feel?
Yes, sir. It feels good, and also, this past year I was able to get several of those St. A girls in my AAU program. So
Right.
I like to interact with St. A, Marion County, whatever kids. I like to interact with them and get them out there on the court. But seeing them the other night, he does have some dogs out there. They're gonna come. They're gonna come ready to play. And me and him joked all week about the game, and I just told him, we're gonna put it on y'all, and he would come back with something. But he knows I love the girls, and the girls know I love them. So I'll talk to those girls just like they're my own girls, and the future's bright. So
That's cool.
All right, Tanika, you bring a different perspective to the coaching staff. You're a former Lady Knight. I remember watching you play. You were very, very gifted at the game. In fact, you had remembered when we were doing the broadcasts of some games, she was good enough that she won the CMB Hot Shot of the game and got some cold hard cash. That's how she remembered me, J-Bo. It was the cash. But what is it that you can bring? Obviously, a former Lady Knight, the ups and downs of playing as a player. Sometimes when the coaches get on you, and you understand that part of it. But what do you bring, Tanika, to this coaching staff, in your opinion?
Well, it wasn't that long ago that I was in their shoes, so I feel like I can relate a lot more. And I can actually get out there with them and show them things hands-on, play against them and stuff like that. No offense, guys. And I know how it is to be young and stuff. So whenever the male coaches are aggressive and stuff, I'll be able to have the soft side and help them out a little bit.
Yeah, every coaching, but truth be known, every coaching staff needs that. You hear about it, right? AB, you hear about the good cop, bad cop thing.
Yep.
Describe your coaching style to me.
I'm raw. I'm uncut. I'm not gonna lie to no kid. They can vouch for me. I'm gonna let you know. If you ain't putting it out, sit down. It's kind of how I am. I'm not gonna pick and choose who has a green light. Everybody has a green light. I'm a firm believer that my post players, they got to learn how to dribble basketball. There's no excuse. Coach, I can't dribble. I'm like, well, go sit down. We try to build a foundation. Like I tell the kids all the time, you got to go home and work too. I get a little loud and I'll look over and Coach Tanika's over there, I'll say, you're a baby in them, ain't you? But, we work, we seem to be working good. Just one thing I like to mention, it was kind of a no-brainer for me when I got the job to reach out to Tanika, because a lot of people don't know, but Tanika, I don't know if it was maybe 5th grade or 6th grade, had an AAU program. Now, I didn't have a girl team, so Tanika was determined. She wanted to play basketball, and you got to play with the boys. And she was like, I will. And she was probably leading scorer with the boys. And,
there you go.
So, I've known her for a while, but again, she knows the game, and she's doing pretty good at being a good cop. The girls they get a little mad at me, but they know it's kind of, I'm just raw and uncut. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to keep it, they say I keep it real with them, so I'm going to keep keeping it real.
Yeah. I remember the days of, I'm obviously a little bit older than you guys, but I remember the days of Sis Roby, Hall of Fame coach for the Lady Knights. She, listen, if you weren't doing your job, whatever it was, you were going to know about it. And, people talk about today's kids. And Tanika, you're still a kid in my mind, even though you're 21. When you get to be my age, AB, the 21-year-olds are kids. But you hear that today's kids are not as receptive to, I don't know, hard constructive criticism. Let's just say that. What's been your take on that, AB?
Oh, it's very true. Some kids, well, you got to know your players. You can holler at some kids and they respond. You can holler at some other kids and they shut down. Some kids you just got to tell them, go out there, toughen up, do your job, and they'll do it. Some kids you got to get loud to, and they're going to respond really good. But in today's world, you don't see a lot of kids out putting up shots. You don't see a lot of kids working on their games. You see a cell phone in their hand, and you got to go out there and outwork. Like I tell the girls all the time, there's somebody working right now. Somebody else is having open gym. Somebody else is doing something, but they'll go home and eat and go outside and put up shots. They want it. So, these kids just have to want it, and as this generation is totally different, but we let the kids know everybody's equal. Y'all come out and compete. Everybody's got a fair chance. So,
a lot of kids, like my son, loves playing basketball, loves playing all these sports, but he won't go out in the backyard by himself. He has to have somebody with him. Is that like all kids, or is that just my kid spoiled rotten or something?
I got a 12-year-old that she's the same way. She
Gotcha.
want to go. She may go out for 20 minutes
Yeah.
and shoot by herself, but she's like, Dad, come out here with me, or Mom, you come out here with me. And another thing, today's world, you just your kids they're hesitant to go outside by themselves. But yes, that's several kids I would say that's a little scary.
Because I borderline going to wring his neck if he don't get out there and shoot some more. Drives me crazy.
I could totally go old school here with you guys.
Go old school, man.
Man, I can't. I'm already feeling old.
Well, you are.
All right, I'll go old school. I remember, you talking about going out there. I lived in the country. When I was growing up, we had a basketball go, and it wasn't like living in town. You got all these kids coming to play basketball. So guess what? I went out there, and I was Kyle Macy, and I was Jack Givens, and I was legit on my own home court.
You are old, too. You're throwing out some old names.
Well, heck
boy.
yeah. I mean, listen, Tanika's like, Kyle, who?
Yeah, I am.
Jack, who? But no, I mean, you're right, though, J-Bo. You don't see that as often these days. However, it's always refreshing when whether it be like you ride past the park and you see kids out there playing, and you see that from time to time still, right?
Yes, sir. Well, I remember a time at the park where you had old Hardee's up here beside Pick Pack. And it was basically, you get $5 or $6 from your mom or your dad. Go get you a spicy chicken and some curly fries and a pop for 25 cents. Get you a gallon of water, and you go out to the park. So we would go out to the park around 9:30 or 10 o'clock on the weekends. Or summer, we go during the day. And that'll be, I'll say it'll be 40, 50 guys. Remember some of the guys like Marlon Scott and those guys will be out there, and you go out and you play all day, and if you got beat, forget about it. You were sitting for 3 hours before your team could get back on the court. And, everybody went out there and played, and, what are you doing today? I'm going to the park. And now it's just, kids just don't do it no more. They get together for a little bit, play basketball, maybe an hour or two, and they're going home, and they jump on that Xbox or PlayStation.
So what's it going to take to change the culture, not just in basketball, but in high school sports? Because it seems like if you go to a football game now, those kids are doing something else besides supporting those teammates. Basketball's just as bad. Student sections dwindling to nothing. It used to be 2 sections, now it's in a little corner. What do we as a community have to do to get that culture back to where it was? Get these kids off the phone and back into sports.
First thing, I just think we just gotta get back serious about sports. You can't be successful if you're not serious about it, and that's all levels. I've had games on the middle school level that's been packed. I go watch one of my kids play in the stands, and you're just like, wow, nobody's there. And I think, something to catch people's eyes, but the most important thing is, you can't say go out and compete, because I don't seen teams go out and compete and you still look in the stands and you're like, wow, nobody's out here. But just being serious about it and giving these kids the opportunity to go out there and compete to a high level with the coaches and administrative, everybody just come together and just make this work for the kids, and I think we'll see a big change. Me and Al, we're always discussing different things that we can do for the kids, and this county really loves the game of basketball. There's a lot of kids that play basketball. I mean, I got an AAU program, and I probably have 70% of my kids are from Marion County, so I know they love it, because if not, they won't be spending thousands of dollars to play. So the kids love it, but we just got to come together and just figure it out and do what's best for these kids.
What's the name of your network there?
I'm part of a program called Kentucky Storm Elite Blue. So we're located in Central Kentucky. So
throw out a phone number real quick in case somebody's looking for somebody to help train their kid. This is your time to shine, buddy.
You can always reach me, 270-321-9747. I probably got the best staff in the state of Kentucky, literally. I got some great guys who really are committed, and they love the game as much as I do, and I've learned a lot from some of the greats from Marion County. So those guys keep me on my toes. They're always there when I need them, and they're willing to go above and beyond for our youth.
All right, good stuff. We're going to be back. I want to talk more about some of the individuals on this year's team. We'll be back from the Big Papa's Studios. 2 Shots on a Barrel. Exciting news for 2 Shots on a Barrel. We have a brand new sponsor. Hey, this is Jimbo for 2 Shots. Good Buddies Brewing Company, our newest sponsor. I got to tell you, they have it going on. Located in the heart of the bourbon country right here at 120 West Martin Luther King Avenue in Lebanon, Kentucky. All kinds of great craft pours, including many concoctions put together by master crafter Ray Osborne. He's also assisted by his beautiful bride, Beth Osborne. They are the newest and brightest in micro craft breweries in good old Kentucky. Make sure you go out to their Facebook page. You can easily find it at Good Buddies Brewing Company. And don't forget, when you're in town on the Bourbon Trail, to stop by Good Buddies Brewing Company. Again, located at 120 West Martin Luther King Avenue, Lebanon, Kentucky. Good Buddies Brewing Company. We're happy to have you as a sponsor right here on 2 Shots on a Barrel. There pretty much comes a time in everybody's life where you need a good attorney. And 2 Shots, we recommend the law office of Don L. McCauley.
Absolutely. If you want somebody to fight for your rights, man, I couldn't think of anybody better.
Criminal law, bankruptcy, you name it, Don McCauley, that's who you need to call. It is 692-0784 right here in Lebanon, Kentucky, located at 144 West Main Street in Lebanon.
We love Don McCauley, and you will too.
Back to the Big Papa's 2 Shots on a Barrel studio. Go down to see our friends at Big Papa's. I was down there last weekend. I had a fantastic hamburger, but I did not have probably their best hamburger, which is the Bo Brothers Breakfast Burger, Tanika. It is
Gotta get it.
Tanika. You don't scrunch your nose until you try it. I'm telling you, it is fantastic, isn't it, J-Bo?
Yeah, man. One thing cool about Big Papa's, if you're in a hurry, they have a drive-through. You can roll up and roll out in no time flat. So make sure you don't say, oh, man, there's a lot of cars here. I think I'm going to buzz off and find something else. No, just go through the drive-through, man. It's fast. Lori's usually right there working it. And you can get your Bo Brothers Breakfast Burger at the window.
Say that real fast.
It's hard to say.
Also, Kaylee Reed. She works there, and she'll take care of you. I had to check my fantasy football score. The Travis Creek Copperheads, now that we sold the cabin. I'm probably going to have to relocate headquarters. But Travis Creek, they are taking care of business today against the Pulled Hammies.
Oh, God.
We're kicking some butt. You used to be a part of the Marion County Fantasy Football League.
I did, but it wasn't elite enough for me. I'm a little too advanced for that program, so I took my football and went elsewhere. But I still love you guys.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. Great group. Speaking of a great group, hanging out with the head coach, Aaron Brown, and the assistant coaches of the Marion County Lady Knights, Al Lanham, Tanika. She looks at me like, you are so weird.
Oh, my God.
She really does. I guess the only way I'm not weird is when she's player of the game and I give her money.
Let me tell you what's really weird is when they walk in, I'm used to offering.
You're going to have to love on this mic.
I'm good. I offer everybody a drink who comes in, and I was like, except for you, Yana. I thought she looks like she's 16. She's like, excuse me, I'm 21. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Aaron, tell him.
Oh, Lord. Let's talk about this year's team, AB. Got a lot of kids back, right?
Yes, sir.
From last year's team, did you lose anybody from last year's team?
Yes, we lost
Well, yeah, I should know that. Kenzie Gordon was one for sure, but go ahead.
Kenzie Gordon, Kiki Adams,
But fair to say, that a pretty good stable of players coming back this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have Maya Scott. I think Maya's going to do a lot of damage out there this year. Maya's really got in shape over this past summer, and she's been a great leader so far. And I think Maya's going to give 20 district in the 5th region some trouble, and I think a lot of teams are going to have to put some respect on her name this year. She's going to be ready to come out and play. We got Maya, Caitlin McCroskey as a senior. We got some juniors that are pretty, that's have some playing time. We got Deanna Shively. She's a junior. She's really improved over summer. Patience Staple, Kyra Smith, my daughter Adriana, Mackenzie and Craig. Those girls have been coming in, working hard. And I went to these girls maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. I was just talking to them about, the off season. Once again, how important the off season was. And they were like, Coach, we're ready. We won't work. And I was like, okay, coaching at the middle school has took a lot of time away from me to be able to pretty much, do a lot of things in the weight room. So they was like, we sat down, was like, all right, what can we do? And it's like, y'all want to go to CrossFit? And they was like, yes, sir. So we got about 8 girls in CrossFit this year that's committed to it. They're going 3 days a week, and they're really, really working. And I think just buying into what we're trying to do.
With Shelly, and Leave No Doubt, is that
Yes,
where you go?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Best
sir.
place in town,
Yes,
boy,
sir.
for CrossFit.
She's putting it on them. She's putting them through the ringer, and I think it's going to pay off for us big this year.
We love Stephen and Shelly out at Leave No Doubt.
I'm going to test J-Bo's basketball IQ a little bit right here. J-Bo, are you a guy that likes to press a lot? You like man-to-man, 2-2-1, 1-2-1-1? What is your go-to press? And then we'll talk to the head guy and see what if he likes what you say.
So, look, I don't know a whole lot about basketball, but one thing that drives me, using good language here, drives me crazy, and Al knows this. St. A is never really pressed a lot. They might try, but these other teams come at us press until we're all the way up against underneath the basket. We can't move. I hate the fact that we can't press more to match these guys. I feel like I need to get out there and help.
So I don't think you answered the question.
No, I'm just saying that's been on my shoulders for years. I wanted to say it out loud, and so if I could, I would press till they were blue in the face. That's mine because they do it to us all.
All right, I'll ask AB because you totally did not answer the question.
Press.
You obviously have some
Never coached in my
deep-seated feelings about getting pressed against, but anyways,
If I could do it, I'd do it, but I can't.
AB,
Yes, sir.
you like to press?
Ask Al Landell.
He likes to press.
Oh, that's a little gig of last week's game right there. What's your go-to? Man-to-man, zone pressure? What do you like?
Again, I'm a I'm a zone press. You know, I like to run. I'm not gonna say what I like to run. I don't want to put it out there, but we do a lot of pressing. We can come at you with 2 or 3 different kind of presses, and you know, I give, you know, we do a little man-to-man press as well. It's about all I can say. Al, what kind of press do you think I run, or know that I run?
1-2-2, run and jump. It's more of a run and jump.
Yeah. You know, one of the things that I remember about Trent Milby's teams that, you know, and let's face it, I mean, Trent Milby's teams had an incredible amount of talent. I mean,
Yes,
you're talking Michaela Epps, Bree Elder, Kyvan Gooden Rogers, Logan. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But one of the things I loved about Trent's teams, even before those kids, I'm talking about when Takara first came to Marion County, and you know, in Trent's first season, you know, he was maybe, I can't remember the record, maybe 20-8 or something like that. But even when Takara in her first year and his teams, they pressured relentlessly. They pressured off made shots. They pressured off missed shots. I mean, just an incredible style. I always loved that about Trent Milby's teams. Is that something you guys look to do, AB?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Our defense, we're going to throw a lot of stuff at you. We also have a saying, you know, offense wins basketball games, defense wins championships. And I think we're blessed this year with some girls that, you know, are coachable and are going to be able to press. You know, you can't just put anybody out there to press. And that's one thing that the girls understand, that, you know, when we're going over a press or whatever the case may be with the pressing, you got to know what you're doing or you're not going to be on the court. So, but our defense, we're going to defensive minded. You can ask anybody about me, about the game of basketball. You know, I was a great defender. All my kids, I focus on a lot of defense. You got to be able to play defense.
Yeah. I'm just curious. You know, we talked about Sis Roby. Have you talked to Sis since you were named the head coach of the Lady Knights?
No, I haven't yet. I've talked to Miss Francita Gunn.
Yep.
She reaches out to me a lot. I probably talked to her over 20 times since I got the job. She's always checking on me.
I mean, they're talking about a Marion County Sports Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Francita Gunn, for goodness sakes.
She's,
I mean, how is that somebody that isn't in the conversation?
Yes, sir.
She was incredible.
Yes, sir.
Incredible.
Yeah, she was the first person to reach out to me. Just going back to Al, me and him joke a lot. He was, hey, man, you think you want to coach at the high? I was like, no. He's like, man, the job's open, you going to apply? I was like, no. Those girls, I coach them in AAU, and oh, Lord, no, I can't do it. And then I thought about it, and then, you know, my daughter asked me, and then some of her friends got to burning me up, and I was like, I'm going to apply for the job. And, you know, Francita was the first person to raise, hey, the job's open, apply for the job, I got you. And then I applied for it, and through the grace of God, I was able to get it. But yes, I've spoke to a lot of other great people in the community. Danny Marks.
Oh, yeah. Hall of Famer himself.
Yes, I've talked to Danny a lot. Just a lot of people in the community. He's always reaching out to me, you know, letting me know if I need anything, they got my back. So
it seems like you know, I know when I coached, and I've got first coaching experience at St. Augustine, coaching back in the day, had some great kids, then had the chance to join Freddie's staff. But every coach has somebody that inspires them. For me, I had coaches like Coach Danny Marks that you mentioned. I had Kelly Wells, who is now the athletic director of Morehead State, a great basketball mind, incredible, positive coach. As Jeremy mentioned, I coached with Coach Leathers. Obviously, he was an instrumental part of me as coaching. Coach George, Dennis George, an incredible basketball mind. Coach Farrell, so many people that inspired me as a coach, who are some of those that inspire you, AB?
Coach Danny Marks, Josh McKay. You're talking about Coach Kelly Wells. When I was in middle school, I had a guy that he was actually Coach Wells' best friend. His name was Kermit Belcher. Coach Belcher came down.
Absolutely. No Kermit Well.
He was hardcore. You talk about raw and uncourt. I'll never forget ball racks getting thrown. And, I mean, he was, but we respected him. But he was really, really a positive influence for me. And in high school, things didn't go as planned for me. So I kind of bounced around a little bit. But I've had some great coaches along the way. But, you know, my guy, Coach Marks, he really, really, you know, inspired me. I learned a lot from him. And Coach Marks is just that guy for me.
Coach Marks is everybody's dude. I love that guy. He called me right before he retired. He said, Jeremy, I got a problem. I'm like, what's up? What do you need? I got you. He's like, man, my boss is trying to make me teach these kids square dancing. Instead of shooting basketball at gym time, they got to learn to dance. He's like, can you come in here and give me some music and teach me how to teach these kids how to square? I was like, I don't know how to square dance, Coach Marks. That was probably why he retired, because they were making him do this goofy stuff instead of, you know, playing real basketball. But yeah, love Coach Marks, and I know he's a big fan of the show. And man, that's a good one. That's a good one. I remember back in the day when you used to say that Freddie was your number one guy. What happened?
See, there he goes again, Tanika.
Got him.
Tanika, help me out, support me.
I can.
You remember I'm the one that gave you money. You're supposed to.
You're right.
That carries forward, Tanika. You know, like when he's picking on me, it's your chance to take up for me. Al Adam.
Yes, sir.
We talked about your dad. He was very involved in sports. Jeremy, you need to behave. Who influences you? Who influences you as a coach? And who would you say is any coach, past or present, that's you're like, okay, yeah, these are people could say, I see that in Al Lanham.
Well, mainly it would be my father, because he was always coaching as I was growing up. And then I guess I don't really have any relationships with much of the coaches that have previously coached at Marion County. Mr. Danny Marks did come in, and he offered and ran some practices with me a few years ago. Loved, I guess, just get out of the house, come by the gym. My dad will stop in every once in a while. He'll draw up some plays, or he'll get out there, and he just loves to interact. But I guess I'd have to say Aaron. When I started coaching Little League, he just kind of took me under his wing. He's got a lot of knowledge, and I'm just been all ears for, I guess, 8-10 years to try to learn all I can from him.
You know, J-Bo, I just baited Al, and he failed miserably.
You did, man. You better ask Tanika who her favorite is, because she's got to say him at this point. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Got to.
I mean, yeah, of course. But Al kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. Al, you played for me as an intramural league at Marion County High School.
Yeah.
And
Yes, I did.
And I thought, Al's, come on, okay. Al's mentioning these others, his dad and Coach Marks, and and he's going to say, but the one guy that really inspired me to get into coaching, and he didn't say it, J-Bo.
Truth's out, man. You weren't a very good coach.
Oh, did we won that year?
We did, man. We did.
Bringing back memories.
You had forgotten that it was so memorable. Tanika.
There we go.
Tanika. Why do you want to get into coaching?
I love the game, and I feel like I can help and relate to them a lot more than just basketball. I feel like I can be more than just a basketball coach. I can teach them how to be young ladies as well.
Yeah. I think we need to do a show, J-Bo, with just Tanika talking the whole show.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, I could sit and listen to Tanika talk, just her voice. Like, bring the phone book for her and just let her say names, and that would be a great show.
That'd be awesome.
Don't you think?
I love it. Keep talking, Tanika. Keep talking, because look, I'm going to go to all the games just so when she explodes for the first time, I want to record it and have it down. You got it in you, right?
Yeah.
I think you do.
No. All right. About time, I guess, kind of to wrap this up. But before we do, everybody wants to know, what does the 20th district look like this year? What is the 5th region? Who are the teams and where do you guys fit in that picture, AB?
20th district, me personally, I believe the 20th district is wide open this year. Last couple of years you've seen teams dominate 30, 40 points day in, day out. It's no secret, Marion County's just a fair playing field. Our kids are legit. I'll say our kids are legit. So I think it's open this year. I think these hold back COVID years, whatever you call them, I think it's starting to wing out a little bit. So it's going to be wide open. And I think Marion County's, we've been runner-ups, 20 district last couple of years. Got a good chance this year to go ahead and crown that. So it's where we're already, we got goals set already. That's one of our goals. 5th region team, I do think we can make a run in 5th region this year. I met with, before I hired these two, I talked to them and they, try to get their input. And, they looked at me and I told them, they kind of looked at me and was like, what's your input? And I said, I think we can win regions within the next 2 years. I really believe we can win regions. So I just think, 20 districts wide open. We got a fair chance of winning that, making a run in the region this year. And, we just respect us because we're coming.
I like it. Now, look, winning games in the postseason costs a lot of money. It gets expensive. And we know that it's expensive to play on ball games and ball teams. What do we got to do to raise some money for you guys? You got any fundraisers coming up? You got anything going on to where the people who are listening can help you guys because prices are stupid right now?
Yes, sir. Actually, you saying that, we are going to be we just did a few we haven't did a fundraiser. We've done one cattleman's fundraiser so far, and like you said, you hit the nail right on the head. It's very expensive, very expensive, but we've got a few things planned. One thing is sponsorship. Give me a second, and we will be advertising this tonight, trying to get some sponsors. Basically, Braun, you can sponsor us this year and help us out. Bronze sponsor is $20 to $100. Bronze sponsor will get your name on our Facebook page. We have a silver sponsor for $100 to $300. Gold sponsor for $301 to $500, and platinum sponsor. Platinum sponsor is anything over $500, which we will have limited platinum sponsors. We'll be getting this information out to the community pretty soon, and then we're also going to be having a chili supper to be announced. We'll be finding a home game to do that. But fundraising is a must, and just by you saying that, in order for us to be able to compete, in order for us to be able to win district, or even talk about winning region, a lot of people don't understand it's the work in the summer, and unfortunately, the work in the summer is going to come from fundraising, raising money. But our kids, we're going to go hard for them. We have to get our kids in summer camps. We have to have a season. I don't think the Lady Knights has had a summer season since 5 years ago. Those girls have to be able to play basketball in the summer so we can tune things up and get prepared for the season. So with the community help this year, I think we'll be able to get them back out there this coming up summer and be able to bless them with that opportunity.
That's awesome. Now listen, if you own a company out there and you're sitting on a stack of cash, let's feed it to the Lady Knights. Let's boost them up. Let's get them in summer camp, some new jerseys. Give them a nice hotel when they go to region. So let's go. Dig deep. Let's help them out.
That was so well said, J-Bo. And with that said, you are committing $100 from 2 shots on a barrel to the Marion County Lady Knights basketball program.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
I think Coach Peterson, Robbie Peterson, will be proud of the job that we did today on 2 shots.
That's right, and Robbie's donating $100 also.
Thank you very much, Coach
job,
Coach Peterson.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Coach
that.
Peterson.
Absolutely. Coach Holt, challenge is on. Surely you can double what challenges.
Go ahead and put him down. He's good.
Yeah, Coach Holt, $200. Thank you on behalf of the Marion County Lady Knights basketball program. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good piece
That's
of
awesome.
that.
We raised $400
That was easy.
just in like 30 seconds. That's big time. I got to say this, AB. You know, man, I've known you for a long time. I like to give you a hard time when you're not wearing the Citizens hat. However, you know, I can't say that anymore because you had a big get together. When was it? Last weekend. You were sporting the blue and white CMB cap.
Yes.
So it's all love, man. It's all love now. But you know, I'm excited for you. I'm happy for you. You're a great guy. You're a great. You know, you are a young man that these kids can look up to. The way that you carry yourself, the way that you have fantastic kids.
Thank you.
I'm talking your kids.
Thank you.
They are absolutely fantastic. But you know, when I heard Aaron Brown, AB's the new head coach, I am so happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you've got a couple of really great assistants.
Yes, sir.
Jeremy writes me love notes.
I have to, man. I ran out.
The Indiana boys.
We got to talk about our Indiana boys.
Yeah, cross the line 1524. By the way, we're in the doghouse
Why's that?
because they had their gator fry.
Yeah.
And once again, and it wasn't on the Bourbon Festival weekend. Why did you not go?
Because I was in the woods.
You're
Getting
in
ready. Same reason
in
you
the
didn't go.
woods.
Oh, man.
Oh gosh.
Goodness gracious. But look, they know we love them. I have 3 bottles of bourbon for them that they have to come back and see us to get. So they can't hate us too bad.
All right.
2 good bottles, by the way. 3. I may drink one.
You've brought a lot to this conversation of basketball today.
Hey,
I just wanted to tell you, J-Bo, I'm so
I
proud
don't
of
have
you.
a mic, man. It's the best thing that's happened for you, right?
Oh,
Big
good.
Al, when's the next St. A game before we leave?
Tomorrow night, Monday night, home game.
All right, be there.
He's back in the gym today at 6:30 though, getting them ready for it.
Prepared.
That's it.
Marion Middle plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on now. Why you just got to go the St. A route?
Because I'm already throwing money towards Al's team. He's helping with Salem's team, too.
That's just
so.
a lame excuse. AB, when's Marion Middle play next?
Marion Middle will play Wednesday at home.
Wednesday at home.
Bet you won't go to that one either. Well, I'll be there.
Oh, here you go. This is one jab after another.
Let's go.
This show has been one jab after another.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah. Tanika, keep doing what you're doing.
I will.
And oh, y'all buddies now. Is that what it is? You and Tanika are buddies now.
Man.
Yeah, okay.
Toughest kid here.
All right. Guys, I can't thank y'all enough for coming in. Best wishes on the middle school first, because you're right smack dab in the middle of the middle school season, and then, man, exciting stuff. 5-0.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Marion
man.
Middle,
What's
5-0.
yours, buddy?
I'd rather not say.
Have you thought about the first night that you walk out of that locker room, AB?
I was asked, like I said, you know, I got a lot of good friends and they know who they are, so I'm not gonna shout outs or whatever.
Jim Reed.
Yeah, Jim Reed, my guy Gibson. I got a lot of guys that we talk basketball all the time. Nights were up all night, and they was like, "What you gonna do?" And actually, my son said, "Daddy, what you gonna do your first game?" And I said, "Well, either pass out or throw up." And he said, "Why? You've been coaching forever." I said, "Yeah, but it's gonna be a lot different." But no, you know, I'm ready for it. I'm not, you know, it's my first year at it. We've got a lot of learning to do, so I'm not gonna come in, you know, just blah, 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 we're going to have an undefeated season, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. One thing I do know is my girls are ready to come out and play, and we're looking to do some damage this year, and, we just got to deal with adversity as it comes, and we're ready for this upcoming season.
Yes.
Special times at Marion County High School, the Roby Dome. Nothing like the Roby Dome, and carrying on a tradition of Lady Knights basketball. Next, or the head coach of the Lady Knights, Aaron Brown. Glad to have you guys in here. Come back. We'll be following along the season. Share this podcast to everybody, Tanika.
I will.
And let's go, Lady Knights. How about that?
Yes,
Fill
sir.
up the stands and empty your pockets.
Yes, sir.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We raised a bunch of money today. J-Bo, we got a busy time coming up. It's, of course, the Bourbon Festival. We will hope to see you. Anybody listening out there, come up, say hello. J-Bo, you ought to wear something funky so that people know who you are.
I would, but it's every time we go, it's so hot. And it's like, I'm just going to wear shorts and drink it.
You bring out your Speedos like you have before.
Yeah, they probably won't let me in. But look,
Right.
if you're going for the first time, don't try to sample everything the first day.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't do it.
That's going to do it for 2 Shots on Jimbo.
I'm out of here. I'm J-Bo.
Just a little bit.
Are you looking for a clean, fun podcast that you can relate to? Well, we've got it for you. Cross the Line. The 1524 originates out of Indiana. Former high school rivals, now our buddies sitting around a speakeasy bar, talking about common day events, common things. We keep it light, they keep it easy. It's a good time. Check out Cross the Line. 1524. You can find it on all the podcast apps and players. You can also check them out at crosstheline1524.com or check them out on Facebook, Cross the Line 1524.
Lisa Kearns doesn't want to just sell you a house. She wants to find you a home. If you've been thinking about making a move, she'd love to help. She knows you've got many choices when choosing a real estate agent, but not all agents are the same. Her clients are the heart of her business, and she takes pride in providing exceptional service, knowledge, and transparency while helping you navigate the real estate market. With her by your side every step of the way, she can assist you in real estate needs that make buying and selling a smooth, enjoyable process. Call Lisa Kearns, Realtor with Exit Realty Homestead, 270-402-4036.
For all your full-service auto repair needs, it's Big O Tires, 2 locations, Bardstown and Lebanon, J-Bo.
That's right. Billy Taft will take good care of you. Man, if you need new tires, new windshield wipers, whatever, Billy Taft has everything you need for your vehicle.
2 locations. If you're in town on the Bourbon Trail and tires messed up, whatever the case might be, you can stop in at Bardstown location or Lebanon. Give them a try. Billy Taft's the best in the business.
That's right. We love those guys. That's Big Old Tires of Bardstown and Lebanon.